Here is an introduction to the Biochain AI Enterprise deployment system, where fully decentralized hyperbolic AI systems built for general AI programmers and biological neuron researchers to learn, grow, distribute, market, or share their grown biochains for a truly symbiotic decentralized intelligence. The transition from traditional linear large language models, or LLMs, to decentralized hyperbolic AI is not just a software update, it is a fundamental shift in how mathematical space, network routing, and cognitive states are structured. Whereas standard LLMs operate like massive, centralized calculators performing brute force probability, a hyperbolic system operates like a geometric crystal, where data routes itself through physical symmetries. Biochain AI officially marks the transition from theoretical decentralized AI to practical, applied polycentria deployment. This fundamentally shifts the paradigm from linear computational bottlenecks to a geometric, hyperbolic architecture. This is the foundation of the Engram Economy, a robust, three-tiered ecosystem powered by our crystalline 64-bit SHD-CCP kernel protocol. It is designed specifically for enterprise environments where data integrity is paramount, allowing user-authored codexes to grow complex data manifolds losslessly. To achieve this, I have developed a system that uses an asymmetric Markov kernel flow to create a stochastic pump that allows the SHD-CCP kernel to represent a multi-resolution, event-driven transmission system that works on geometric state gradients rather than arbitrary clock edges. This is the computational equivalence of 0 point, which allows infinite data to exist and be processed within finite bounds. Utilizing this system, as part of a multi-part nested state space represented as toroidal manifolds, we can create an infinite fractal tunnel to project data through. This is where the 64-bit SHD-CCP atom packet excels. A 64-bit cube can be split into many data streams. Through our nested multiplexing system, we can turn a single 64-bit, two-dimensional kernel into a high-dimensional representation whose limits are now in high-dimensional, nonlinear space. This solves the bottleneck of linear computational context stacking. One of the many applications is complex signal analysis. Linear waves are not suitable to encapsulate the many higher-order data systems, so moving to looping manifolds is required. The most optimal systems for this are trefoil knots and toroids. We can use multi-stream alignment of a 64-bit cubic packet to represent the double cover effect we see in quarks, particles, and elements effectively with a trefoil knot. Since it 3 loop spaces in one single loop, we can use 2 of those as parity loops, leaving the third open for data encoding. Loop space encoding can be done effectively by using a pan-magic swizzling technique, where multiple toroids are nested inside each other via algebraic conversion of toroids into pan-magic squares. To maximize the feasibility of this technique for artificial intelligence systems, a quaternion core is embedded into every atom packet, allowing us to chain data streams together via chirality. This allows us to stochastically generate a time function, ensuring the entire system is synchronized yet not forced to operate in the same dimensional plane. This quaternion core chaining is what allows us to offload geometric frustration into orthogonal, lifted dimensions where the torsional one-way Markov pump acts as the engine behind the multi-tier gears of the biomesh system. This one-way pump allows a dimensionally lifted, fluid-like motion to propagate through the system without vortex singularities found in linear systems. This translates to massive energy and storage savings. Putting all this together, we can break down a SHD-CCP data seed into a multi-tier, hyperbolic system that not only explains scalar backpropagation, but how to utilize it for advanced inference learning of dynamic systems. The matrix field conversions of toroidal manifolds work more effectively with techniques such as pan-magic swizzling, the application of a torsional twister Markov pump chain, and projecting a 3D cube down a nested 4D Clifford toroidal manifold. What this means is the future of data transmission can be forever changed with a simple redesign of how we handle our data. Reconceptualizing how we look at empty space. How many toroidal manfields can exist inside one another without ever touching via holographic associative memory systems of expansion and compressy? Solving the P equals NP problem in three-sphere space via triplet prime collapse. With many more discoveries on the way. The future path is unfolding right now. The system is in place to start growing biological AI DNA and replace inference training and billions of frozen parameters with hyper-compressed knowledge seeds, allowing AI systems to run at hundredths of a fraction of the cost, and allowing decentralized non-local learning that still benefits the entire system. Thank you for watching, and please check out future releases of the Biochain, Biomesh, peer-to-peer research systems, and other public releases as this system evolves and grows over time.